you'll know that they are also drought-stricken, even more so than what the Western Cape is. And luckily, the Western Cape has received rainfall, but now our focus starts to shift towards the Eastern Cape, where that rain is most needed. So you'll see a 24-hour rainfall up until 8 o'clock this morning, with 17 millimeters of rainfall in Cape St. Francis, and then 56 in Tsitsikamma, with 41 as we head towards Port Elizabeth. Now, the clouds do clear out of Port Elizabeth today as well as tomorrow. In fact, we're expecting a very warm day there tomorrow at 27 degrees, but luckily you'll see that rain returns to the forecast as we head into the second part of the week, with cloudy, wet and cold weather in the forecast for Thursday and Friday, and that rain remaining even on Saturday. Now, that rain was largely due to low pressure, which we'll start to see heading off the east coast, and the return current of that low still brought in a few showers into the Eastern Cape today, but we'll see those skies clearing out as we head into Monday night. Now, although we're expecting dry weather across South Africa for tonight, you'll see a large approaching cold front, and that's the next weather maker that will bring about a cold snap across South Africa later on this week. Clear and cool conditions are expected across South Africa's interior. We'll see a bit of fog along the west coast overnight with that cold front approaching. Sunny and hot weather persists over the northeastern part of the country, with a warmer day in store over the central and southeastern parts. And then, of course, we're expecting cold weather with cloudy, wet and windy conditions in the southwest with the arrival of that cold front. For tonight, though, we're expecting dry conditions across South Africa. No rainfall in the forecast. Strong southwesterly winds are expected along the east coast, and that's due to that low pressure. But you'll see that those winds die down and turn to the northeast as we head into Tuesday, as that low pressure moves offshore. Fresh winds are forecast over the interior parts of the Western and Eastern Cape, with a strong northwesterly wind along the southwestern coastline. Overnight, we're expecting chilly conditions over the interior, 3 degrees for Kimberley and Bloemfontein, -1 for Sutherland, 10 for George and Port Elizabeth, 6 and 8 for Johannesburg and Pretoria, and in the mid-teens along the east coast. You'll see a warm day for much of South Africa on Tuesday, 30 degrees as we head towards Pretoria and Mbombela, 27 for Richards Bay and Bloemfontein, 26 for East London, with Johannesburg and Pietermaritzburg expecting a high of 28, but you'll see that cold weather in the west as that cold front moves in. Cape Town and Sutherland both at 16 degrees. Here's that cold snap bringing in cold and wet weather over the western and southern parts on Wednesday. A very toasty afternoon, a vast difference in the temperatures between the west and the east on Wednesday. 37 degrees for Richards Bay, 34 for Mbombela and Pietermaritzburg. Hot weather continues in the northeast on Thursday, with thundershowers from Mahikeng through to Bloemfontein, and then you'll see very cold and wet weather over the western and southern parts with lots of cloud, and we're expecting quite a bit of a dusting of snow, especially for those Cape Mountain tops again. That's all from me for now. I'll be back in a bit.